Devin Snow, a.k.a. Hold the Mayo, joins us now. Dev, what's going on? How we living?
Yo, what's happening? We're doing all right, man. The Saints didn't win, but they didn't lose.
They didn't
either.
lose. They did not lose. How do we feel? How do we feel though? How do we feel yesterday? I mean, they made a comeback. Hey, Dev, when that game started, I was like, are they about to get run out of their own building in the preseason by the Jags? But they held strong and made a comeback.
Yeah, and that's the thing that you do hate to see is that first, one thing about the Saints the last couple of years, it's that first half, bro. Like, put preseason aside, even in the regular season, they just been slow in the first half, right? To where they'll put up 3 points, 0 points, and I mean, you guys know this. It's hard to win in the NFL if you can't really score in the first half. You're probably going to be playing from behind unless you got this incredible defense,
Yeah, it's not ideal when you don't score points in the first half. Overall thoughts, though? Any like individual players, anything kind of stood out to you?
Yeah. I thought that Spencer Rattler, I think it's time. It's funny because I was on here last week and I was like, wow, Shuck didn't play that bad. This is a true quarterback battle. That's one thing I got to admit. Like, I got it 1-1 going in the third game, But I thought Spencer Rattler in the second half, you could tell that he played with like a chip on his shoulder. It reminded me of that game last year. I think it was against the Commanders where Jake Hayner had started and then Spencer Rattler had to come in and come back from I want to say 17 points or something like that. Almost wound up winning the game, came down to, the last play on the goal line. But I thought that he looked really ambitious, man, What about your boy Mason Tipton? I mean, here we are again, man. Here we are again with Mason Tipton.
Yep.
These guys that we've been if you're a Saints fan, you got to feel good about the draft, right? Because these guys that we've been drafting the last couple of years, they kind of showing up right now, right? So whether it's Jalen Ford from last year, whether it's Jonas Sanka, Danny Stutzman, the D tackle. What's the D tackle we drafted this year?
Even like Christian Boyd's been playing well.
Right. So this is promising. They didn't trade Kalen Saunders to the Jaguars yesterday for no reason. They feel good about these dudes, So I think that's probably the most promising thing is the thing that everybody complains about, the draft picks, they kind of looking, you could see the light. You could see the light with them, man.
I would say watching the game yesterday, a couple of the only bright points of that first half to me was watching the individual effort of Kendre Miller. Like you can kind of see why he's gotten so many opportunities because you see those flashes, but it looks to me like he's seeing his run reads, reading the blocks well, and he's got some juice to him right now.
Yeah, and I think that's always been the thing with him. A, stay healthy. B, can we get any blocking? If we can get any blocking for Kendre Miller, yeah, he's pretty electric, Another one, I'm talking about running backs, I just don't see how Clyde Edwards-Helaire don't make this team, dude. Dude, it's contagious, right? So just the energy in general, you could tell he's so happy to be a New Orleans Saint. Yeah. You could just see it. He's got a level of toughness that we don't really have in the backfield. You put Kamara aside, but Clyde's different, right? Him bouncing off that tackle on the sideline, how many dudes really do that in today's game, So I think he's definitely got to make the team. Look, even Pettis dropped the ball, but went and, and I was talking mad trash about Pettis last week, but even he had a decent game yesterday.
You kind of brought up Clyde, even before the game, trying to get everybody hyped, pumping up the crowd. This is kind of one of those gladiator, the advice to Maximus situations to Kellen Moore, win the crowd. We're in the crowd right now. This is a hometown guy, Louisiana guy, wants to be here.
Making plays.
Making plays. If you want to make a statement to the new your new team's fan base, keep Clyde around.
Yeah. I 100% agree, dude. And then look, Stutzman, you can tell that he wants to be great. I say it almost every week. You can just tell this guy wants to be great, and he's going to be something. So, I don't know, man. Even Foskey had 2 tackles, bro. It was
when Foskey gets in on the action, It was a good Sunday for the defense.
Yeah, 100%. And then, Stallbird, I think that's another guy that I could see, if he don't make the team, definitely being on the practice squad. They're going to have to make some decisions at running back, though, because, all right, so I'm looking at it right now. I think Cam Akers, you could probably let him go this week. I just don't think it's going to work out. The Yawns guy, you could probably let him go. And then you got to make a decision with the Devin Neal, because if you put him on the practice squad, I mean, this guy was touted in college. People know about Devin Neal. So I doubt that he would last on the practice squad for very long.
Yeah, and for the running back position, I mean, it still wasn't great in front of them on the offensive line. Certainly in the interior. Like the edges, you feel actually pretty good about. I think the tackles have actually played well. Kelvin Banks, I mean, he is somebody that is as advertised. Fuaga moving over from left to right tackle. He had another solid game. He's probably been the most consistent player on the Saints offense all preseason long. But again, like I saw old Caesar in chase technique again, like too many times. It's like all of his technique kind of goes out the window in the pass game, in the run game. Like that is somebody the Saints absolutely have to have. Like, whatever happens with Trevor Penning, I know he's been out. Hopefully they can get him back, and you're going to get Eric McCoy back, and there's no reason to play him in the preseason. But if the Saints run as much gap scheme runs as they want to, man, you got to have better guard play. I
mean, even on that play with Cesar Ruiz, when Shuck threw it to him, I mean, they picking on Cesar Ruiz, bro. They had one guy. They had one guy come and push him right out the door, dude. Seriously, and they ran through. And then somehow, Cesar Ruiz is trying to catch the ball, which Shuck is trying to throw it to him. Both were in the wrong. This guy, Cesar Ruiz, he needs to play 5 quarters next game. I'm not even kidding.
He was wide open that play.
He was open.
He was wide open.
He was open.
If you're not going to block, I guess you get.
The color analyst for the game was on a heater yesterday when he said, he was wide open on that play. And then did you see the instant replay for the first down yesterday, where they went to the view, kind of like tennis, where it had like the graphic of the football, and they the line kind of popped up, and we had just made it, and the color analyst said, they were playing just the tip. I was like, what? I was like, you can't say that. You can say that on our show.
Let's talk about the chain gang thing. I got to be honest, and I know this sounds like an old-time opinion, but I think it's despicable. I mean, dude,
despicable.
I'm just supposed to trust this Roger Goodell technology without actually seeing how they actually came to this conclusion. I mean, this is worse than that. It's just like, I just got to wait for the ref to be like, it stands or don't, It's crazy.
Yeah, I know. I kind of miss the old, out of shape old guy kind of waddling out there with the chain, and then the anticipation, Deb, of getting it. And when he stretches it, everybody's like, oh, my God, what's going to happen? Then he places it, and then you either love it or you hate it.
Yeah, that's football. That's a weird thing that they implemented. I don't even remember hearing about that.
And it's not even like a chip in the ball situation. It's 6 cameras that are, positioned in the stadium taking pictures of where the ball went down, and that's how they come to the conclusion.
Well, it's just like the replay, the instant replay they have in tennis. Like, I was blown away when I started, when I first watched this years ago when they were doing that instant replay, and I was like the graphics of this looks like it's coming from a floppy disk, and this is what we're judging Wimbledon finals on, like a replay in this
floppy
ball.
Disk.
It does, and I agree with you. It is the graph. At least make the graphics look a little bit better.
Well, I'll do you one better. At what point did we start taking tips from tennis for football, dude? I mean, that's insane in itself.
Just the tips.
Yeah. That's crazy, man. But I mean, anyway, I don't know. It was one of them. That was a classic Saints game yesterday, man. It really was, because first half, man, I'm telling you, man, I'm ready for a nap. I am ready for a nap. Second half, out of nowhere, here we are, 17-9, and they driving down the field with barely any time on the clock. It was something else, man.
Do you feel better or worse about the New Orleans Saints, Dev, after 2 preseason games from your preseason expectation?
Dude, I got to be honest. I think going into week 1, I would not be surprised if they could beat the Cardinals because all it's going to take is a good defensive game, them getting to Kyler Murray, not letting him do Kyler Murray things, and them pulling some stuff like they pulled yesterday on offense. So I wouldn't be surprised. Now, who they play the next week? They play, let's see, I think it's the 49ers. Okay, that's a little, it's going to be a little different. And then the Bills in week 4. But, I could see him winning the first game and getting our hopes up, man. I really could.
Like last year?
Yeah, absolutely. I really could see. I mean, the first 2 games at home, too. So if the defense can play good, the only thing is, yes, it's the depth on defense kind of for me in certain positions, I just feel like Trevor Lawrence kind of did whatever he wanted after he had that fumble. I mean, he kind of did whatever he wanted, So if that's going to be how, even though that was a second-string defense, but if that's going to be how quick they rolling down the field, I don't know a lot about Staley's defense. You see what I'm saying? So I don't know.
I know a lot about it. What you need to know?
It's like
Chargers head coach.
Yeah, it seems like they're willing to give up some yards. Huh? I don't know.
Yeah, they are. No, it's a bend don't break type of defense, and they look for like a turnover after they've given up some yards. That just kind of it's keep everything in front of you style defense. And again, like you said, I mean they didn't have their starters in there. And look, obviously Brandon Staley probably still has PTSD when he sees the Jags roll into town after that playoff debacle he had with the Chargers. And so don't judge him playing the Jags ever.
As long as you take the ability to go for it on 4th down away from him, I think he's a pretty good coach.
Yeah.
God. Oh, we're on our own 25, 4th and 11. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go. Stats say.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't know. And then I'm also interested to see who they go after in the waiver wire and stuff because all right, let's just talk about this one position in general, right? The tight end position. Okay, so Juwan Johnson, who is healthy, or I guess coming off an injury, who I think is healthy now, he sits out yesterday.
Yep.
You got Foster Moreau, who don't look like he's going to be back for a few weeks into the regular season. Dude, if Juwan Johnson goes hurt, which, oh, by the way, this happens a lot.
Right.
If he goes down, who is our tight end?
Welch, who had a catch yesterday from Tyler
Shuck. Tight ends looked pretty good yesterday. They were making some plays out there. I didn't look at it and think a weak point, but yeah, you're right. They don't have a name out there that anybody would recognize.
Yeah, I'm just a little worried about that because I mean, when it comes to regular season football, I don't know. I mean, maybe we could pull one out the blue, but just a little concerned about and cornerback. That would be another one, right? Because I mean, if Kool-Aid's not what we hoping he's going to be. I mean, you got Alontae Taylor who's hurt with an injury, which is probably nagging. That you hate to hear it. And then who you got behind that? You got Amadi, who I saw. I don't know if y'all saw that yesterday. He got shook out his ankles.
Yeah,
it was incredible.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. It's just a couple positions. I'm a little.
I do
concerned.
like Quincy Riley from Louisville though. I think he's going to outplay his 4th round draft status.
Yeah, leading tackler yesterday.
Yeah, what you never want your corner to be the leading tackler, but
yeah,
That's an issue.